for the Ghana Dance Ensemble. That was the Jira dance. It's a dwarf dance all the way from the north. Are you happy to be here? If you're happy and you know, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know, and you really want to show, if you're happy and you know, vote now. Welcome to GMB 2020. My name is Johnny Hughes.
And my name is Anita Ekufo. You're welcome once again to the nation's biggest and most prestigious pageant right here in Ghana. This is the only platform where we project our Ghanaian culture and heritage.
And as part of projecting our Ghanaian culture and heritage, we also have an overarching aim to redefine beauty to promote national unity. We've done it over the years. We're a trusted source across the west coast of Africa. Tonight, we'll bring our 13 ladies on to tell you about myths, superstitions, and taboos across Ghana. Every single hamlet, every single village, every single town or city or nook or cranny has some bit of taboo, superstition, or a chiwade, as they like to call it, as they have. And the ladies will tell you about it. What do you remember growing up as a child as a taboo in your backyard? Your father says, don't do what?
Well, my dad used to say that you don't whistle in the night. I used to do that a lot. So every time he'd be like, oh,
I heard that brings out the creeping creatures, so the snakes, I mean. So we'll tell you a lot about that, but welcome to the show. Let's quickly introduce for you our judges for tonight, Anita.
And let me start off with Auntie Linda, our longest serving judge right here on Ghana's Most Beautiful. And as always, she's looking so beautiful. Auntie Linda, I love your outfit. Very simple, very creative. I love the details as well. But how are you doing tonight?
Thank you, Anita, for the compliment. You're looking beautiful, too. I'm doing well, thank you.
But what are your expectations for tonight as well?
Well, as you rightly said, our parents told us things. You couldn't even ask why they were saying we shouldn't do those things. So today, in 2020, if you have a child who is even 3-4 years old, and you tell her, don't sing in the shower, they'll ask you, why? So that's what I'm expecting to hear tonight.
All right, now let's move on to Ajete Annan, one of the best and finest actors down here in Ghana. Ajete, tonight is all about myths, taboos, and superstitions. What are you looking forward to seeing or hearing from our ladies?
Well, in a competition of this nature, I mean, it's one thing having the facts. It's another thing, how you present the facts. And so for me, particularly, I'll be interested in how creatively they present these facts and all the aesthetics that goes along with it. So yeah, ready to learn as well. Yeah.
And finally, Antina, Michelle Atto, in the short hair and also I'm seeing some GTB fabric doing the talking. You're looking fabulous, but what are you expecting tonight as well?
Anita, I can never match your beauty on this stage. And Johnny Hughes, by all means, outshines everything else.
Thank you.
You're both looking smashing tonight. Tonight, I'm also looking to learn from, other culture, other regions, because growing up, as you said earlier on, your father must have told you they don't whistle. In my case, for instance, they said don't sweep at night as well. So, I mean, there are lots of taboos and myths that I don't even know about. And a lot of people that are in the diaspora who have never even been back home may want to also learn what it is that people do and do not do in different regions. So I'm looking forward to also being educated.
Great. Let's put our hands together for our judges tonight. Clearly, tonight is also an eviction night, and we will say bye-bye to one, maybe two, maybe three of our ladies. But I'd like to introduce you to a very strong-spirited young woman who decides to put everything behind her and forge forward. OT Region's representative on this year's Ghana's Most Beautiful, who was evicted just last week, Ayanji. Let's put our hands together for Ayanji. There she is. Come on, do it better. Queen Ayanji is here with us, and so it tells you the level of maturity, the level of resilience that she's picked up from here. And she told me that this is just a stage, and she would go on to win, and on and on and on. We'd like to also quickly thank some of our sponsors who they chose their destinies and they hold it like an egg. So we'll see you after the break. There's a lot to talk about after the break. You don't want to miss it. GMB 2020, exceptionally African. JD.
Pressure they over minima.
Welcome back. Thank you very much indeed. This is Ghana's Most Beautiful 2020 live from TV3 Studio B. My name is Johnny Hughes, and tonight I'd like to quickly tell you about a fast-growing business, African-made, a black man, a young man who employs many more people. See, if you want to step out and get addressed as you want to dress, or dress as you want to be addressed, and you want to go out there and be confidently clothed, you need to choose Grandpa. he put this together for me, and tonight I'm rocking it nice and slow. You can go there, dance someone runabout. It's got everything that's affordable for all of us, for every pocket. It's unique, classy, and sleek. But let's welcome a very, very fast contestant tonight who comes from the Ahafo region. She tells us a taboo about the Tano River. What's it gonna be? Please put your hands together. Welcome, Abena.
Abna the Penyu, Abna representing the Ahafo region of Ghana in this year's Ghana's Most Beautiful. Media Sudakasia Pa, Emenya Kopong, Afe Ahafoma, all students of Hachi School, Atrenta Senior High School, alumni of College of Health and Wellbeing, King Tampo, and a Confanochi Teaching Hospital for Nina. Medao Biase, say more support, and more prayers in tea. I'm still in this competition. To keep me in this competition, kindly dial *713 *19# or download the GMB 2020 app on Google Play Store or Apple Store to keep me in this competition. Mesdames, Moise, thank you.
Court rise.
Thank you very much. You cannot come to my court and you not rise. Everybody rise. This is my court, please. With all due respect. Except the judges, because I want to stay in this competition. So please, judges, you can sit anytime you come to my court. Thank you so much. So now the proceedings.
Today, at the TV3 Ghana Most Beautiful High Court, Judge Abena Anchua Dapa Daina will preside over a case between Nana Ajiwudin Jemfi Ampim the First versus Kingsley Epeje on Sunday, 9th August 2020. The Lord is...
Thank you so much. Before we start with the proceedings, I would like to state emphatically that whatever we are going to discuss here is backed by the 1992 Constitution, Article 11, Section C and D, Subsection 4. And this case has been here for more than 3 months, so I'm here to give the final verdict. Mr. Kingsley Apiaje.
Your Lordship.
Nananom of Atracia Traditional Council laid a case against you that they found you emptying your bowls inside River Tunnel, and it is a taboo. Ayentam kesiye, ayemusuo sesabi ubeja wenang egutano suonim. Because the people of Ahafo believe that their souls are tied with River Tunnel. So any breach of this taboo is an offense to the people as well as their gods. That is why in 4th April 1671, the Asubonti family was beheaded when they defiled River Tunnel. It is a human right, and it can be mamin kebi amemuo, and a nananom edwon to me ashayansa, and can by now why your funeral. Yes. So on this note, ladies and gentlemen, one thing I want to let you know that Nananum did not institute this taboo in order to put fear in anybody. They instituted this in order to protect our water bodies. It is a to ball agum. Are we going to get clean water to drink? Meaning so be about obia sebi ejare. So let's protect our river bodies, and I believe with the power invested in me, we should maintain this taboo in order to protect our natural environment. Since government of Ghana is also embarking on sanitation, and sanitation is a mandatory act in Ghana. So what I would tell each and everyone here, that you cannot do what you like. Thank you so very much. Today I'm in my very good mood, and upon hearing this, upon going through and listening to both sides, I deem it a great privilege Today I'm in my good mood.
That's it.
Yes.
What the hell? Who got no?
You know, I find you guilty.
Say makoja minai.
This is my cards. I'm in my good mood today. And I thereby, with the power invested in me as Judge Abena Echua, thereby sentence you 700 years imprisonment.
Say makoja minai. Makoja minai.
You cannot come to my court and rise.
Your Honor, I present before you a judge. She has a mallet, actually. It's a more hammer. Let's hear from Nafusua, sorry.
Abena, first of all, I think you set the pace for the night.
Yes,
because
mommy.
I think that we all agree that you have incredible stage performance, great content delivery, because not only did you touch on our cultural practice, you also touched on the fact that open defecation is a crime. It's not allowed, and therefore we must respect our water bodies. So that's another thing that you touched on, which I'm very grateful about. I think that you have very good creative delivery. So overall, I think you did amazing.
And you know what to do if you want to keep Abena in the competition. Make sure you're voting her to success. She's glowed tonight by Ogazi Eccentrics at East Legon and also in the Ashanti region in Kumasi, and they blended the GTP nicely with the gowns. And if you're wondering how she got her hair done, Abiba Locks is in the house. Abiba Locks put that together. You can't see her face, by the way. And she's been responsible for all their hair. And thank you also to Magdal Couture for their jewelry, and to the Media General Makeup and Wardrobe Department for all their makeup. Let's move on now to the Ashanti region. And we're telling you about a lady who's been dressed tonight by Rider One Couture in Asimfusu in the Central region. She tells us a taboo, a much forbidden one, about getting pregnant. Why it's not good to get pregnant before the rites of passage are done for you. Please put your hands together. Welcome, HR.
What a beautiful evening to come before you once again. My heart is filled with joy whenever I'm given the opportunity to showcase the beautiful cultural values and heritage of my people. Let's all not forget that this is still a competition. And the only way for me to bring home the crown is for you guys to continue supporting and voting for me. To every single person out there doing his or her best to keep me in the reality house, I want to say God richly bless you. Special thanks to Otumfo Nana Osei Tutu, the ruler of the Ashanti Kingdom. Nana Kunedu Yadom Kumeni IV, the chief of my hometown, Kona. Honorable Mavis in Kansa Beidu, MP for Efija Sestre East. Medam Wasewate, Kona Mine, Asantin Mine, Omam Wakunena, Kona Kuye Kuamwo Yuke Memu, Medam Wasu for my support Nimu votes and Mode Mami. To keep me in the competition, just dial *713*19# and follow the prompt, or download the GMB 2020 app on Google Play Store or the App Store. Medam Wase, Namisha Muina.
Me mama Joe. Truth be told, the world has changed. Ewiase asesa enkan tete mamuno sabrantie bi ebenya akukudro anante etutu ne nan mako akopanyi bi fie se okose ne baba awaria na chese saba no ya grow ne bra. The Akan woman represents the beauty, purity, and dignity of the society. And for her to transition into adulthood, she must go through all the necessary traditional procedures. The puberty rite, bragua. The rite seeks to instill chastity in the young girl. It helps prevent teenage pregnancy and help the girls maintain their virginity. I remember my childhood days. Me kai dani ago me bra. Now we shall barra to sami. Me hun kitty bi. Any me sissy kitty. Na me de koto. Na me de koto. Na me de sorry. Na me de shaking me hua. Ah. Hey. I am proud. I am proud. I am so proud to be an African woman. And I am so proud to be an Ashanti woman. Back to what I was saying. In the Akan society, when a lady gets pregnant without going through the puberty rite, that is a great taboo. Abayuwa, obeboni humusuo akwanyem, abra yango ne brano. Hey, ana wusa abayuwa ni diye ni amani hunu. The defenders or the offenders, that is the young girl and the man responsible for her pregnancy, are made to pay a huge sum of amount of money to appease the gods. After that, purification rites are done in every corner of the society to cleanse their debts. When all is said and done, they are banished from the society. And woe unto them if they should return to the community. That reminds me be a chan papa bino. And then you are going to brow with a mammy fanning batchramu. Obi de chan. A chan papa be. Madi pebi. Madi yina. Ah, your back when you see anybody so. Your ban 9. Oba nantu. Oba sissy. Ah, meba, mommy 360. Mommy 360. Check what your mama gave you. Maybe check what your mama gave you. Check what your mama gave you. Check what your mama gave you. Ah, Obenie. Wait. And your friend say, Asantini ba. Asantini ba papa. Pachawo. And my mom was shem waha. And my mom was shem with TV so. So wow, what's nasty? Now we're dream home. Now we say, ah, mommy for your bed chan ready. I'm a person worrying now. Man kasa. Whom you could pacha basua. Make it sure so la jan. Ukutakudo. Hey! And that's how I find about no. And I say, child, just say, no. Like mother, like daughter. Me that's what proudly representing the Ashanti region. My name, once again, is Echan. Echan Papebi.
Thank you very much, Echan. And earlier, I had mentioned that the judge had a hammer, a gavel. It's a gavel, actually. That's what the judges use. And so for public education, I need to put that out. But Echan here, Ajiti, what do you think?
Yes, I mean, it's always a tough ask, to perform after a pace has been set. But I think that, your content is very key, is very important, especially in this age and time. It's a social challenge, especially with our girls. And I think that, everybody is sensitive to this matter. Every parent is very sensitive to this. And I think that, our culture really speaks volumes about this. And I think that you've reminded us to go back to those ages where so much respect is given to the young girl, as far as the rites of passage are concerned. And I think that you did brilliantly well to, make us know, remind us about this culture. And so well done in that regard. Yeah.
Thank you very much for that knowledge on Bragro or Dipo or Jening, as the guys like to call it. If you want to keep a child in the contest, you know what to do. Pick up your phone. I'm telling you, tonight is eviction night. We didn't come to play at all. And so you don't have to play and don't have to wait till the very last minute. If you have anything to do now, do it before it's too late. The hashtag is GMB 2020. Let's now settle in the Greater Accra region, the spirit of Homawa as well, and talk about a lagoon that plays host to many others as it drains into the Gulf of Guinea. It's popularly known as the Korle Lagoon. But what doesn't the Korle Lagoon like? Now comes up tonight to tell us about it. Tonight now is closed by Dash Fashions in Tabora. Please put your hands together for the Greater Accra regions. Now.
Nime, Name, Incheme, Kenyame, Gamambi, Kagana Mambi fe, Mimbanye do manye, Mene wambote gankusumi, Fio kope. I'll be talking about taboos. When you fenyele Korle Lagoon, Mimbawak Basani. Keep me in the competition by dialing the short code *713*19#. Follow the prompts and vote for now, or download the GMB 2020 app on the Google Play Store or the App Store. Nye Waladon. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Tonight I stand before you as your queen. Please give me your rapt attention as we have a conversation about the popular Korle Lagoon. I believe you're all familiar with the Korle Lagoon. Are we? Okay, great. Now, I have a feeling that every time I mention Korle Lagoon, all that you will think about is stench and filth. Give me a nod if that's true. I thought as much. You know, it will interest you to know that before 1950, when the government of Ghana took over the Korle Lagoon, it was the Gadangbe leadership, the chiefs and people that took charge of the lagoon. And during that time, it was one of the cleanest water bodies in the country. Yeah. You see, modernization brought with it Christianity. Christianity, that means that people interacted with the lagoon who did not believe in the laws that protected it. It also brought with it immigration. That means people from other cultures came to dwell in the Greater Accra region and interact with the lagoon who did not understand the culture that protected it. It also means that big industrialization. So Ghana started producing tons and tons of waste, which we could not manage as a country. We could manage only 60% of it. What happened to the 40%? It went through the lagoon and into the ocean. Before government took over in 1950, people could even eat the fish that came out of the Korle Lagoon. Did you know that? Well, my mother told me stories of how she would pass by the lagoon every time she was going to school. And in the afternoon when she was coming back, she would stop by there, play with her friends, and sometimes bring fish home, which the family ate. Unfortunately, today, all we get out of the lagoon is filth. An environmental enthusiast called Theo Anderson wrote that the Korle Lagoon is one of the filthiest places on earth. Ladies and gentlemen, Accra, Ghana, where you and I live, has top 5 the dirtiest places in the world. That's the Korle Lagoon. I am not proud of that. I don't know about you. But I'm here to tell you that we can always go back to making the lagoon clean again. Modernization does not always mean that we need to throw away our tradition. The taboo that protected the land, Akegbonyu efo Korle. It translates directly to, you do not cross the Korle Lagoon with a dead body. Before the Gadangbe people came to live around the area, of course, the lagoon did not have a name, but they believed that there was a God that lived in the water, and that God hated dead bodies and everything filthy. And that is how they kept the lagoon so clean. But when modernization took over, big governments, big buildings, big streets, it became difficult to manage how people interacted with the water body. And that is why we find ourselves where we are today. I'm here to tell you that modernization and tradition can work together to make Ghana progress, like China has done, like Japan has done, like the United Kingdom has done. Thank
you very much. Auntie Linda, what say you?
Yes, now, you look beautiful.
Thank you.
I like the angle you came from. And I agree totally with you. The fact that we are in a so-called modern world does not mean that we need to throw away our culture, our tradition, our norms, because some are indeed very good for us. I didn't even know this background to the Korle, and it turns out it was a beautiful river. You know, it's really sad to see what it is today, but Thank you so much. Your delivery was on point.
Thank you.
Thank you. And now is wearing one of GTB's latest called Fellow Ghanaians. If you look closely, you can see the president's spectacles in there. Fellow Ghanaians, I've come into your homes this evening to tell you that if you are not voting for your favorite, she may just go home. Thank you very much indeed. We're moving on. But before that, I like to stay on the Korle Lagoon bit because I've been on a beat since 2000. In the year 2000, something called the Korle Lagoon Ecological Restoration Program was set. We sought funding for it so that we could create the lovely memories of the 1930s where we could have a regatta, where canoes could have in there, we could have some transportation, and aquatic life could be restored. We're in year 2020. Where's the money? Where's the project? People's homes were destroyed. It's filthy, it's dirty, it's stagnated, it's stinky, and it's an eyesore. So the Korle Lagoon Restoration Project is on paper. Mayors have come and gone, from Engineer Nat Nunu Amate Fio to Mayor Ajero Blankson to Mayor Kovandapoy to Mayor Nia Jesoa, and nothing has happened. Those who are watching, they know. And we are saying good evening. Can we say good evening to them? Can we say it louder? Say good evening. Bring back the Korle. Let's say it together. Thank you very much. We're moving on now to the Western North region, and we're talking about the taboo. If you live in a farming community, you would know by now that there are days where farming activities or fishing activities are prohibited. And Ajwa comes up to tell us why farming is not permitted on a certain day. Please put your hands together as she comes up clothed by Dash Fashions. Let's welcome the Western North's Ajwa.
Ago Nana wahe na manfuata din say ana obi di nachiwade aka no. A special thanks to the MC Bibiani Anwiaso Bekwai, the chief of Akweti and his elders, the chief and people of Anwiaso Traditional Council, CEO of Can Royal, Mr. Kwame Amwenyame Bonsamfo, Honorable Atako Bedu, the Attorney Brothers, and Mr. Patrick Ade, United States of America. Me demase, me fast the PSC kusume ma banks ne churches bo, there was a yemen. Nyame a yire mo, bo ma hria fa me biala nyame ko shema nemu. I entreat all and sundry, especially Yosu College of Education, my team members, managers, to rally behind me and vote massively for me. And a special thanks to Mr. Kwabena Williams. To keep me in the competition, please download the GMB 2020 app on the Apple Store or the Google Play Store, or that *713*19# to keep me in the competition. Sonu na ye peja Western North Mine. Me demase.
They come my school called theology and they teach you things. Well, hey, don't disgrace me to the public. Hello, class.
Madam.
Obey your studies. Sit down. Thank you, children. Today, our lesson is based on culture. Specifically on taboo, aka tabooology. Hello, going to Green.
Oui.
You are from the Western North region, right?
Yes, madam.
Give me one taboo in the Western North region.
Madam, Yankwefu Ukuada.
You mean anthropology. Thank you. Clap for him, clap for him. Oh, my bread. Do you know the story behind that? Do you know the brains behind that?
No, madam.
Hey, I'm also from the Western North region. So she be quite to be precise. You do that, Uncle Remis. Let me tell you the story.
Tell us.
Pole, be steady. You understand?
Yes, madam.
One day, a man, out of curiosity, decided to go to the farm. It's a bien dream now. Meaning it's Wednesday. We don't go to the farm. On his way, a konkomwas lodge. Just walking. majestically. He was slapped by Esio Sobre. He felt unconscious. So yeah, traditionally, that day is a bad day. We don't go to the farm. Oh. The brain behind that was Asasiya, Esio Sobre, and the ancestors will fight that day. Nipankasa, yehia se yeji ya home. Wa yejuma na wochi mu nyina na de daba kusi wa seji wa home ya na ya day. Apasa ube demu.
My holiday.
Hey, steady. You understand? So that the land can rest, settle, and regain its strength for the next day activity. Are you going to
Going.
So, do you want us to encourage this thing back?
Yes, madam.
Pole!
Madam.
Papa!
Yeah.
Sit down. Nakopon krobo soro ni asase no. Oyida ba ku disi wo. Edeje na home. Amamre wo hwei. Yantoto na se. Titi wo bika. Titi wo bi kire. Se ye hyemra se. Aboa bi nkira aboa bi nwe na apan. Hey, una otiti me wo kunu won. Taisa, woni se me kasa. Se ye hyemra se aboa bi nkira aboa bi nwe na ko twa mansa se wakonkromosum ye friend ko twa mansa lagia. Na nkire se apada nkwa. Ene ni manfa ni agro. Because of modernization and technological advancements, we don't regard these taboos anymore. That I believe we should go back and take this. And to help us read the youth. Make them say, hello, contestants! Palette!
Madam. Yes.
Don't disgrace me in front of Johnny.
If you don't take care and you do these things, very soon you'll be going on strike. Oh. I don't like it. Anyway, Antina Ofuswa.
Johnny, I was a bit scared when she came on stage. I didn't know whether that was part of the act or that was actually you trying not to fall. But you've got great stage performance, Ajwa. I think that from the beginning you have been having fun with this competition, and in the midst of that, you've been also conveying. Hey, you are still in character. Hey, please, I beg you. No, all jokes aside, thank you for educating us on the practices in your region and the fact that, you know, the chiefs of the land, and as we've witnessed in the last few performances, modernization and industrialization seems to be taking the forefront, you know, against culture and practices. And when I think, again, it's sad that that is happening, and reinforcing that the marriage between the two is essential for common advancement is key. So thank you for mentioning that, and thank you for being so yourself, because you look like you're always having fun. So keep it up.
Thank you very much. Ajwa, hey, madam, be very, very careful. You know what to do. Please pick up your phone, and the hashtag is GMB 2020. I've seen a new hashtag that somebody's created right now. Bring back the calling, and I'm happy about that. Anita, is that trending as well?
I'm sure that will be trending very soon. But right about now, GMB 2020 is trending on Twitter. And this one says, Abuna, go for gold. Abuna is so beautiful and intelligent, of course. And this one says, here comes another Sunday. I'm about to enjoy every single thing here. TV3 all the way. Of course, we are the best. And Anita is looking, oh, thank you so much. I'm looking sweet. Thank you. This one says, it's really good seeing Ayanji today. Of course, the love is still deep for Ayanji. And this one says, hashtag GMB 2020. Ghana's most beautiful. And this one says, Sunday night, dear, GMB 2020. If you are not watching, then I don't know what you are doing with your time. Oh, as some what can me say. This one also says, hashtag GMB 2020, looking gorgeous as always, Anita. Hey, I'm my fans. This one says, I've been out to the world, I have put to the world. And okay, let me go down here and says, okay, Abuna all the way. Can't wait to see you. Well, you've seen Abuna already. This one says, if you're not watching hashtag GMB 2020 Sunday night, then you are not on planet Earth. Hey, and your moon vote here, star 713 star 19 hash. And this one says Sunday night is always for the beautiful girls. Hashtag GMB 2020. Have you tuned in yet? If not, you're missing something. Okay, right. Ayanji has really shown maturity, and this is a sign of victory. I agree. Yes, this one says, Efriye always makes my night exciting, especially her last week's performance is unforgettable. Well, definitely, let's hope tonight will be unforgettable as well. This one says, Talata for the crown, hashtag GMB 2020, a lot of fire coming in. This one says, I love this Ayanji girl, maturity at its peak. Ayanji, you will go far. Well, she's taking it all. Waiting to be educated by Kafui with her thrilling performance. Kafui will be coming on shortly. But right about now, we're going for a quick break. Do send in your comments on social media, and also don't forget to be voting. It is *713 *19#. 2 people, 3, 4, 5, 6 may go home tonight, but your vote can make that difference. We're still here. DJ JD, give us something, and let's go for this break.
The air, like you really don't care. Everybody,
All right, welcome back. This is GMB 2020, uniquely Ghanaian, exceptionally African. And tonight, I've been beautifully costumed by Ajua Yabua Clothing, my hair by Saddle Hair and Beauty. And like we mentioned earlier, if you're watching us from the comfort of your homes, you have just one simple thing that we want you to do. And so take a video of yourself, your family, your loved ones watching GMB, and then WhatsApp it to us. This number is strictly just for WhatsApp. Do not call this number. And so it is 020-909-4853. 020-909-4853. And tonight, we're talking all about taboos, superstitions, and myths. What have you heard? Do you believe in it? Has it been part of your life? Well, our ladies tonight are educating us. And so now let's move on to the Volta region. And tonight, she's talking about a taboo about the Gbonye stool. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Kafui.
Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. The courage to continue is all that matters. Togbeo, mamao, ebriao, amugano tometo kata, gana to kata, akbena midlemyafak bagbaje jo katame. I stand in utmost gratitude to you all for your support in prayers and votes. I humbly entreat you all to vote for Kafui by dialing *713*19# or download the GMB 2020 app on Google Play Store or App Store to vote for me. Thank you all. Akbenami.
Nanele habide hanogon. Hanole jajado. Ago nami. Medok benamilo. A great sacrilege has been committed. Ow, people of Jake. The great Gbonye stone has been excreted upon. And whoever did this, you better own up to the chief priest, as greater calamity shall befall our land.
What is the meaning of this stone?
Show! A taboo has been broken, and that is why all these things
taboo.
Hey! So, have you forgotten about the great Gbonye stone, which was once an antelope that came into our village? And then the royalists tried to chase it away, but rather it turned around and around. I balance up. And
the end, it formed a stone. Which we believe was a God that has come to dwell among us. And since then, we don't touch this stone, no. But now, somebody has urinated on this stone. Whoever did this, you better honor for the cleansing of this land and for peace and protection to be restored. I have said my own, no, but I'm a mabu. It all began from our homes. Our little acts of indiscipline is costing us so much. You touch it, your globally. Nyaseto, menya bakayo he. Noba megayua, neba mayihoho. Noba megachewa, naba majehoho. And now we are paying for the consequences of our own actions. Henceforth, I believe our legs will be too short to step. Our necks very short to want to see. And our hands very, very short to want to touch. And me see her. Me see her. Maybe me see her. Next time. Akpenam. Thank you.
And tonight's Kapwi has been styled by Sam's Collection located inside Cape Coast, Zion Street. Now, Auntie Linda, what are your thoughts on Kapwi's performance?
Kapwi, it's okay. Wow, very, very good performance. You know, there was a lot of wisdom in a lot of these things our great-grandparents used to tell us. Except that I think that today they probably need to look at it and repackage it because of a lot of education and access to internet and all of those things. So if they don't see the relevance of it, we won't do it, you know. But what they were teaching us and telling us, it was good. At those days, we couldn't answer a lot of questions. Today, we do, you know. So they better tell us as it is and remove all the spirituality and all that, you know. If they take that away from it, I think it will help, because those things were good for us and they helped mold us even as a people and as a society. Thank you. Very well done.
Very well done coming from Auntie Linda. And if Kapwi is your favorite, dial *713 *19#. And tonight our ladies are all in character. I think we need to give it up for Kapwi one more time. Very exciting performance. Now we're from the Volta region. We are going to the Bono East region, where Asa is about to tell us about why women who are menstruating are not allowed into the sacred cave. And so, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Asa.
Taboos are like virtues. Once broken, there is no virtue. Bronchampim jeji akwa nananom honde hia san ne me frefre won se de nyankonton frefre nsui obi bia wa yi ni teku anase sempoa aboa asan wo competition yi mu mesre nyankopon se ontone insurance ngum adwuma so. Pentecost Revival Center, Presbyterian Church of Ghana, Trinity Congregation Techiman, Boss Kumasi Depot, Frames Hoyo Company Limited, Nana Opoku Ofosu Jiabo, my regional minister, Honorable Kofi Amwakohene, and the deputy, Honorable Martin Otijako, all incumbent MPs and aspiring MPs in the Bono East region, Medabi Bias, Nyamisha, Mr. Jose, Hombua Nafi, meant me find Munyam Sheyimbra Bono East Manim. Please vote for me by dialing the short code *713 *19# or download the GMB 2020 app on Google Play Store or App Store. You can vote as many as you can. Thank you.
Shabrefi. Na krate saying. Mati akran kapa.
Okay.
What's no?
Hey, Asa. Hey,
have you seen your life?
Please. Keep your distance. Ever since your friend came from Accra, you've dogged me. The future power for hobby.
Oh, don't do that. Don't. So there many wow. Hey, see. And you know, me yam potom pa ya bra be hwan ate.
Let me take a picture of you too.
Please, let's take a picture.
How beautiful. Wow. Asa, can you take me there? The cave is beautiful.
Yes. There is story behind. Let me tell you the story.
Tell me.
During the year 1723, many years ago, you and I were not there. The sons of Hinameo went on hunting. And then they discovered this cave.
Wow.
And you know how curious hunters are. We say, I have 4 there. So they entered the cave. And to their surprise, they saw bats.
Wow.
In the cave. And also, they found a river. Is it not surprising? So, time bats, and then river as well. It's not common. It's only in Boyem that you will see this.
Oh, take me there.
Listen, there is a taboo attached to this.
Oh, you people and taboos.
Hey, there's not just any taboo. You let me finish the story. So, the hunters went home and sent this good news to their father, that is Ohinameo. And then, Nana, upon hearing this, he was so happy. So, Nana consulted a deity. Nana wanted to know where these chunks of bats are from. And Nana was told that the bats are the children of a god. And this cave that you see is also a shrine.
Wow.
Yes. So, you can't just enter there. And then, it is a taboo for a woman to enter this cave whilst menstruating. Sebio, Mr. Meka, or Basa Ubunsa, Sabuoyam Abutain, Untumin Rao. And again, you can't enter when you do the 10.
What 10?
Say,
what 10?
I mean, when you have sexual intercourse, you can't enter this cave.
Really?
Yes. So, these bats are harvested annually during the Boyem Nwamnafie festival, where the chief priest in Prisi will come and harvest them. And you know what? This cave also served the bonus during the Ashanti's war. This was a cooling place. I mean, this was the place where my ancestors came to hide during the battle. Wow. Yes. And so many thanks to my ancestors for keeping this place sacred till now. Thank you. Medindiasa, Bunu is bon champion, Jaja Kadishakonkra, Medican Terma Kobayreha, Ahunehene, Medase.
I'll wait for you at home.
Okay.
And tonight, Asa has been styled by Liran Collections, located inside Tema and Bubuashi. Now, Ajete, what are your thoughts on Asa's performance? Did she impress you?
Well, I think this was a good attempt. My only worry was that I thought that you could have found ways in which to creatively tell this, present this. Particularly, I was interested in finding out why the women or the ladies who menstruate are not allowed to go into those spaces. I think that it's a lesson that everybody will want to know to guide us also. I thought that was something that we didn't have, and so it wasn't a wholesome performance for me. But you did your best as far as I'm concerned. So Well done, all the same.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, and so if Asa is your favorite, dial star 713 star 19 hash, follow the prompts and then vote massively for her. And tonight, all the hair needs of our ladies have been taken care of by Abiba Locks, and she's located inside Osu and also East Legon. So if you want any of the hairstyles or even more, just contact Abiba Locks and she will hook you up. Now, away from the Bono East region, let's move on to the Savannah region. And recently, it's been in the news for all the bad reasons, and Ikia Dente was lynched after being accused of being a witch, and that happened in the Savannah region. And tonight, Abiba from the Savannah region is throwing more light on why superstitions on women being accused of being witches is rampant in her region. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Abiba.
This is how far the Lord has brought me. Thank you, Jesus. Yagbanwura, Savannah Regional Minister, Savannah Region Forum, the Gabis family, the Nugens family, the Danso family, Winners Chapel International, staffs of GCB, ANC Mall Branch. Thank you very much for your love, prayers, and votes. I can't do without you guys. Please vote for me by dialing the short code *713*19# or download the GMB 2020 app from Google Play Store or Apple Store. Savannah Region Ebi Kike, Bimba Jande Kike, Binya Pima Kashir, Nantinta Kuruana, Ambo Ambo Region. Asankushun. Thank you.
One of the old negative superstitions is witchcraft, kibia, and this superstition is common among all the tribes in the region. The superstition has been in existence since the first settlers of the region up to date. They were traditionalists and believed that the gods have the power to identify witches and wizards. Identifying a witch begins when calamities such as mysterious death, poor harvest, children dying at birth, women miscarrying, and so on befalls the community. The fetish priest is called upon to save the community by identifying who is responsible for the misfortunes. He performs some rituals and then goes into the community with a young person carrying the fetish pot, moving from house to house. They often stop at the house of an old woman, living alone, and strikes her with the pot. By this act, she is accused of being the witch. This poor old woman is forcibly dragged to the shrine and tortured to agree to be the witch.
I'm not a witch.
She is given concoction to drink purposely to remove the witchcraft, but end up killing her.
I did it. This is sheer wickedness. You saw what just happened to the poor old woman. This is how poor old women are treated in my region. It's not fair, right? I, Abiba, as an advocate for women, would like to say there's no scientific proof to old women supernaturally killing people, causing women to miscarry, and children dying at birth. Medical findings state that old women go through menopause, hence they behave strangely. That is why they are easily accused of witchcraft. I want to advocate that the community should look at its own reactions and circumstances. Do they have good water resources? Is their community clean? Are their youth free from social devices and drugs? Do they go to hospitals for delivery services? These are some factors that causes the diseases leading to death and misfortunes, not women. I want to therefore advocate to the general public, NGOs, government agencies to help bring an end to this backward superstition in that region. And why always women, not men? What injustice? Women! 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 Buche, let's all arise and say no to witchcraft against women. Audience, please let's be on our feet and observe a few seconds for the 90-year-old woman. May her soul rest in peace. Amen. Thank you. Asan Kushu.
Savannah region's very own Abiba throwing more light on why old women in her region are accused as being witches. And that was a very heartbreaking and touching one. But Michelle.
Yes, Anita.
Did it get to you?
It definitely did, because this is a real-time, story that we have all seen across Ghana and across the world as well. And I think one of the things that you mentioned was hormonal imbalance. But I mean, from the standpoint of age, I think that, as you said, if multilaterals and organizations and even the government could throw more light on even dementia, Parkinson's disease, which happens to, most old people, they tend to behave in, erratic and sometimes irrational ways, which we can't understand. But that notwithstanding, our tradition and our cultures are still very valid. But I think that we should throw more light, like you said, on other illnesses that the aged encounter along their life. So thank you for throwing more light, but I think you should have touched more on dementia and Parkinson's disease.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, and tonight Abiba has been styled by Accent in Stitches located inside Santa Maria Last Stop. And to keep Abiba in the competition, dial star 713 star 19 hash. Vote for her as much as you want to. But looks like we're about to take some social media comments. But before we get into that, don't forget that Ghana's Most Beautiful is proudly brought to you by GTP. And tonight I'm wearing GTP, and also our judges and every single person and the contestants are all wearing GTP. And so away from Abiba, let's welcome upstage Efia as she touches on some other issues as well. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Efia.
Bunofoɔ, Ghanafoɔ, nkyia kɛse kɔma ho nyinaa. Myths, superstitions, and taboos are shrouded in mysteries and uncertainties. But tonight, I am here to separate the bese from the facts, the truth from the rumors, and the grains from the chaff. Words can't explain how grateful I am for your love and your support. As I've said, the journey hasn't ended till it comes to a halt. So to keep Efia in the competition, dial star 713 star 19 hash and follow the prompts, or download the GMB 2020 app on Google Play Store or Apple Store with Danhuasi Nami Shrivia.
The light should be off. I am sure if you've watched African movies, you've had impressions like this. How did it make you feel? Did it scare you? Or you thought these things that were shrouded in mysteries, the products of diseased minds of fearsome people who, under the guise of religion and morality, were trying to put fear in you? Where I come from, stories that features me are usually geared to put fear into people to help preserve our natural resources. Taboos like not going to farm on certain days, and if you decide to flaunt that rule, you will meet me, an imaginary creature who looks scary. Let me tell you a story. Somewhere in the 1500s, the Domers, who are Adrianers, were led by a dog who had light in his mouth. Therefore, the dog is considered as a sacred animal, and you cannot afford to eat or kill the dog. Into unim, now go kramaya. You, I'm going to visit you. But if you subject this to scientific scrutiny, you would know that these things had facts to it. They were not just mere stories to scare you. It was geared to protect our environment from unscrupulous exploitation. Dogs, after all, are not nutritious animals. They are better companions and pets than meat. So you either believe in my powers, or you listen to the scientists. After all, they all have one aim: to help us preserve our natural resources. It is through these taboos which has been enforced that has helped preserve tourist sites like the Dwasidan Monkey Sanctuary, and the Infant's Sacred Grove in the Bunu region. So instead of say,
Efia from the Bunu region. It looks like tonight all the contestants want to scare us. Hey, Efia, and you remember me. But let me ask Auntie Linda, what are your thoughts on Efia's performance?
I'm not sure what I just mean, but I got a bit confused. The lady who fell, can you explain a bit?
She was not supposed to go to the farm that day, and she came. So immediately she saw me, she got scared. So it's something that has been told to us that if you go to the farm, we are not supposed to go. You're going to meet a creature like me. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you look scary. I think that maybe because of the others who have come before you, they've really set the bar quite high. So I was suspecting a little more. I'm not sure, but for me, it was satisfactory. That's it. Thank you.
And tonight, Efia has been styled by Finest Vogue Fashion House located inside Dansuman Last Stop. And if Efia is your favorite and to keep her in the competition, dial *713*19# and vote for her. Now let's go to the Eastern region where Ofosua is representing the region. And tonight, she's telling us why virgins are not allowed, when it comes to the depot right, or to sit on the stone when it comes to the depot right. And so, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Ofosia.
Mache, Kemanye, Nye Eastern region, Ye Chumio. Tradition and customs can't be modified, but it doesn't mean that it should be thrown away. Tonight, we all are going to learn about taboos. Ikokpe, to keep me in this competition, dial *713*19# or download the GMB 2020 app on Google Play Store or App Store. Nye Chumio, Mawune Jonye.
Mayongenu yo senye neba. Mayongenu yo senye neba. Woo! Chukono. Obamusu.
Bang, bang, bang.
Awacha. This girl has disgraced me.
They oh. Hey, they sat on the stool and the pot has broken.
I've been telling you this. I've been asking you.
Hey.
My boo. Let's go.
Bang, bang, bang.
Let's go.
Hey. You see, Dede has gone to do Ash. Now Dede sat on the stool and her pot has broken. Dede doesn't know that in the Kobo land, you cannot break your virginity and sit on the pot. Now she has followed Teko. I impregnate you. I run away. Now she sat on the pot. She sat on the stone and her pot has broken because she broke her virginity. And this is a great taboo in the Kobo land. You cannot sit on a pot once you're a virgin, once you're not a virgin, or you are pregnant. And she has done that. Now she'll be banished from this village. This taboo was brought up by the people of Kobo to curb the rate of teenage pregnancy that was happening on our land. Today, because of modernization, you just pay a fine and you are forgiven. And I believe that one is better because Dede is just 14 years old, just like me. And right now, just because of small ash that they did for her, Dede has now de-virginized her body and she sat on the stone. The pot break. So Dede will be banished. But now, you just pay a fine and you can stay with your family. Don't you think that one is better? Because if the day is just 14 years and she's being banished and Teko, I impregnate you, I run away, has put him bomb in her stomach, the day will go and give birth and the child will become a street child. Is that one better? Don't you think mommy has to accept us and blast us out but us, small one, they won't do that again. Than banishing us. And so, for me, I am a virgin, oh, I am a virgin. I am a Kobo woman. And that is why I am so beautiful. And this right, I have passed through it. Wait for me as I show you the second right. And you'll see how I would dance my special dance. And you want to marry me. Who will marry me? Hey, you people, you marry me. Marry me, okay? You not only take my hand and marry Joe. You carry my whole body to your mother's house. Thank you.
Opusua representing the Eastern region. And tonight, she's been styled by Lirad Collections located inside Tema and Bubuashi. I can see the judges are even smiling and laughing. But let me come to you, Auntie Linda.
Opusua, that was a beautiful performance.
Thank you, Auntie
Very,
Linda.
very nice. I like the angle you came from. You play a very good role as a child. Adete,
you.
I think you have another one here. You have another actress here.
Oh, yes.
She's good.
Fosuya, I think that was well done. You acted your age. That was well done. Also, we'll touch on a subject that, it's not just a concern of young girls, but also young boys. The kind of, I would say trouble that we place these young girls by, not keeping chaste. And it's a lesson for all of us. And I think that you did that very well. Thank you.
Yeah, chumio. Bye-bye.
Hey, Opusua. But if Opusua is your favorite, dial *713 *19 hash, and that is the surest way to keep her in the competition. Now, social media is always doing the talking, especially on Twitter, and the hashtag is #GMB2020. Johnny, what are they saying?
Well, there's a lot that's happening here. Quickly, let's say happy birthday to DSP Wilfred Chris Annan of the Ghana Prison Services doing the watching this evening, and also to Mr. Francis Tufo of the DVLA. They are all watching. We have big men watching the show. Davis Ni Atukwe Clotte says, so the lady died true. Yeah, she's wondering what happened in the fierce performance that he put out there like that. And also, It says, Ifya, the mask prevented your speech from being audible, but you tried. Irano Tech and Blogger says, today the education is too much. We are learning a lot this evening. And you say, nice, winning the crown this season. Hashtag GMB 2020. Anita, please borrow me your dress after the show. Why? Really love the dress and you're stunning on it. And okay, Ifwa is doing well. Keep the votes coming by downloading the GMB 2020 app. It says, have not watched all. Eric, yes, I have not watched all, but Kafui is the best so far. Go higher, voter, and higher Kafui. Ifya scared me, oh. That's what you're saying up there. Let's look at some top tweets as well on a GMB 2020 hashtag, and you can always send us yours as well, and we'll read it and share it with the top of the rest of the world. Okay, so somebody's talking about okay, me trying to learn and not watch. Okay, so he's struggling. He's trying to learn and not watch GMB because perhaps he has an exam and GMB is all over in her mind at this point. Okay, all right, so very educating and fun. We need to bring back our old traditions to keep our heritage. Hashtag GMB 2020. You say, now it's not only beautiful but exceptionally creative and eloquent. Now for the crown. Hashtag GMB 2020. Hashtag bring back the Kole. And I think this is a hashtag that should trend so our leaders know that the Kole is most important. I mentioned earlier that the Kole Lagoon Ecological Restoration Project was supposed to have run from 2000 to year 2008. We got funding for it. It was supposed to have happened under President Kufuor. We had modernization of the capital city in there. It was part of the mix. We're in 2020, 20 solid years of no show. Now, who calls Sam? And who should we be asking? Some answers must come. But let's say thank you to GTP. It's still timeless, and all our contestants and judges and presenters will be wearing GTP throughout the season. You can bet that once you buy GTP, you're supporting Made in Ghana, homegrown business, and you're feeding a lot of families and also projecting Ghanaian heritage out there. Go out, buy authentic GTP, because if you buy a fake, the carcinogens will have an effect on your skin, and your money could kill you. Having black mosquito coils and insecticide spray, as also says a Kumuntuntum team. Having dear Bakope Camel from Carex, Scammers Knife from Carex family. It's the UK's #1 hand wash brand, and in Ghana it remains the unbeatable germ protection for the family and kills up to 99% of all the germs. And Upper Foods, so and Apaza, Ono de Soko Dea, Adonko hand sanitizer, Corona and Pustro, Tabia herbal mixture and capsules, Mononum, and Food Lover special fragrant rice, Sisamu Nafili, Happy Man Beaters, we're Happy Man and Woman, Nescafe Blood Tonic, the right blood tonic from Annis Chemist, Lavon's tomato mix, Love Day Inside, Key Soap, still a Mansambua for ever pure, purified drinking water, always ever pure, ever refreshing. Holy Trinity Spa and Health Farm, your holistic health sanctuary, is also your holistic wellness conference destination center, and the Holy Trinity Medical Center is out there at North Kanishi. Tonight has been closed by Grandpa. When we return from the break, we got some more ladies coming at you. Tonight is eviction night. Cafe door. Pick up your phone and vote. Your best could be going home. You may never know, but you have the power to save them. See you after the break. GMB 2020! Exceptionally African. See you after the break. Okay, welcome back. Now I want us to do this Stoneboy thing. Who can do the rap? Who can do it? Who can? Happy Man, can you? Who can? Madam, come. Please come. Come. Who can do it? I mean, I'm serious. There's something coming up. Who can do it? Nobody? Can you? I beg, come. Please come. Okay. Okay, here we go. Put your hands together. Let me quickly tell you about the mirror, because the mirror is to ensure that you keep up the pace with the changing times, and as you relax with your weekends, your family and your friends, from topical content on health and wellness, dietary, nutrition, recommendations, food recipes, entertainment and lifestyle, arts, culture, fashion, law, gender, and all the issues in between. The Mirror is your daily paper of choice, and you get it over the weekend. Grab your copy from the newsstands or download the Graphic News Plus app on the Google Play Store and App Store and read insightful stories, I beg your pardon, from The Mirror. The Mirror is Ghana's most popular weekend paper, and they are partners in this light. Let's go now to the Northern Region. Tamaleka Ula! And we're going to the Northern Region. Bring on Zuzu tonight, clothed by Annie's Vogue in Achimota, and she's telling us a taboo concerning snakes. Sit tight. Zuzu comes up next.
Dagbanka Willa, Tunumvidiralas. Assalamu alaikum to all of you out there. This is your daughter, Zuzu. I would like to say a very big thank you to the Almighty Allah for how far He has brought me, to Team Zuzu, to all Northern Regional Members of Parliament, to APEC Ashanti, to all chiefs and queen mothers from the Northern region, to my uncles on the Nanumba land and aunties from the Konkomba land. I am sincerely grateful for your support, your prayers and votes so far. The competition has become tougher and tougher and tougher. You may not to tap song ma, even you na kuna o TV3 ne cha ankuna. Vote me atema by dialing *713*19# or download the GMB 2020 app on the Google Play Store or Apple Store. Thank you. Mpuya ka papa.
This Coco Stella, every day she's late.
Aba, Shata Sigi, Shata Chari, Iwambo, Wamia, Tungbane, Aba, Aba.
Facebook, Suma, oh, in customer, Zangpangma. Oh, you see, I gave Baba money to weed here. He's taking my money. He hasn't come. Let me just put my baby down. Wait, Hamdia. For Manuel. Wait. Let me sell porridge and take care of you. Alakayenda. Hamdia, Chalkumse. Wait, Hamdia. You saw that man in red? That's Efo, my favorite customer. And the other man, that's Mbasa Yibo. He comes from where I come from, the Dagban Kingdom. It is a taboo to kill a snake with a machete. It doesn't work that way in my land. A very long time ago, lived a king called Nabulai Korokba. While he was farming on his millet farm with his people, a soothsayer who was traveling from one village to the other got there and prophesied that the owner of the farm, and that was the king, was going to die without having to taste a meal out of the millet. It was a sad thing to hear. They captured the soothsayer and kept him. They wanted to prove to him that what he said was never going to happen. Lo, and behold. Lo, and behold. Harvest time finally came. They harvested the millet, and the king was still alive. He ordered his wife to prepare a delicious meal out of the millet for him to eat. He called on all his people to gather around for him to eat, to prove to the soothsayer that whatever it is that he told him was wrong. Just when he was about to eat, in front of his people, a snake from nowhere, giddy, one of the guards took out his machete, bang!
Cut off his head. OMG, Hamdia, Chalkumse, Hamdia. Like I was saying, he cut off the head of the snake and it jumped. They looked everywhere and they couldn't find the head of the snake. The chief had to eat. Guess where the snake's head went? It fell right inside the washing bowl of the king. When he dipped his hand in it to wash his hand, and that, that was how we lost our chief. From then, it was decreed that nobody kills a snake with a machete. It was to protect all of us and to make sure that such thing never happened to any of us. It taught me a lot of things. That whenever I am dealing with a dangerous animal, I needed to be careful, extra careful. Even in life decision, you needed to be tactical. You just don't take decisions. You needed to think twice before you take decisions. Else, the consequences will come back and bite you in the ass. Think before you take decisions. If you rush, you will. If you rush, you will crash.
Thank you very much, Zuzu.
Bye-bye.
Most
Thank
grateful. May Coco. Let's go to our judges' bench now. Whose turn is it, please? Auntie Linda, you want to take this? Great.
Sure, Zuzu.
Auntie.
I think you did very well.
Thank you.
I got good content from you. You gave explanation why it is bad to kill a snake or any wild animal with a machete. It made sense. So I think that what we are all driving at is that some of these things are really good for us, but if we understand the brain behind it, we will buy into it. It was good presentation.
Thank
Your
you.
cocoa I didn't get to taste, but I'm sure it's good too. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. You know what to do if you want to keep Zuzu in the contest. Text her name to the app, or if you will, pick up your phone, dial *713*19# and follow the prompts to vote for her, or download the GMB 2020 app on the Google Play or Apple stores and get ready to push her to victory. Tonight is Eviction Night. I must remind you constantly, and many thanks indeed to our makeup department here at TV3, the TV3 makeup and wardrobe department, and also to Abiba Locks and Osu and East Legon for making sure that their hair is taken care of. Let's move on now and talk about rivers, because in Ghana we have too many rivers, some of which have dried away, streams and all of that. But this next lady comes to talk about a taboo regarding rivers. Efriye is from the central region, and tonight clothed by Eliza Fashion Parlor, West Hills Mall. Please put your hands together. Welcome the Central Region's very own Mabroni Efriye.
Asida sana one faman osasido ejonya miaza waye osasido one faman. First of all, I want to thank the Almighty God for how far He has brought me. I'm so grateful to my chiefs and queens in the Central Region. You've been amazing. Your support has been so amazing. To my parents, my siblings, my friends, at Densa Municipal Assembly, the staff over there, you guys are the real MVPs. AEWC, Adenta Estate Worship Center church members. Guys, I don't know what to say, but to thank you for all the support. The love is so amazing. Efriye says that she's grateful, and I need you more than ever to keep me in this competition. Please dial the short code *713*19# or download the GMB 2020 app on Google Play Store or App Store. Thank you very much. Me don't want to see peel.
Shabalabala, my. Chame, Montuna nade, Asamaba, Impruke,
impruke. Asanide, Amosua, Wakosna Nukuda, Wakosna Nukuda, Wakotura Zagunshinim, Shabalabala, impruke. My. Chame, Nana Pomponu Buefu. Azamo Swayan, Mama Yenya, and Sufan Yeziban, Yenyan Sunom. A man crom full work practice social distancing. On your COVID-19 inti, when you soon film great. Shabalabala. Chame, Mountain another. My. So young ye baby and patanana pompa. Asamba to ye. Shabalabala. Chame, Mountain another. But imum chame, and whatever pure one, minimum, papa, Kafaso catsum. Oh, Shaba, Nusutin, Wasan, one year baby fahu, Kachanana, Shaba.
Amosua, Shaba, also the Eodyssey. Let you sue, Nana Pompo, won't come quada, no blood and no salad, Shaba, Nana Pompo, Shaba, who could improve, yes, sir, I'm going to wear the Pompo, without Gosu, and I'm the Woodsy, now Eodyssey. They need to obey. Shaba, sir, Fufu cry, Ebasa, if you are, Yap, okay, and Tim Ebasa.
Jamie, Mountain another Sikanoya family. Nana, more here, TV one that year, or better watch a TV3. Mountain another bring you hot One of the biggest problems we are facing in Ghana and our communities is with our rivers. If Ghana doesn't take care, if our towns doesn't take care, one of the biggest wars we will fight will be with our rivers. Sankwafa won't you? Let's go back and pick the taboos we used back then to maintain law and order. No banishment. Suing fine. It's okay. Yankwa yanchu. Nyankwafa. If we don't do this, we will suffer. Impruke. Nanapruke mano ato. Shaba labala. Shaba. Hey. Auntie Linda. Mabre. Shaba.
I can actually see Terry Bonchaka when you went like
My.
Ajete,
Yeah.
talk to me.
Well, if we, as always, you always give us an identity that we can relate to. You touch on a subject that it's very, very important, and natural water bodies and its significance. And we keep on polluting them. And I think that it's a good lesson that you brought us this evening. But of course, performance-wise, you did brilliantly as always. Well done.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. I'm just curious to learn why they always have those short brooms.
Or a secret.
It's a secret, eh?
Or a secret.
Okay, thank you. Let's put our hands together for a free Central Region's very own. And please keep her in the competition. Pick up your phone and you know what to do. Vote. Let's go back to the old parts. That's what we've been telling you right from the start of the show. Tonight's eviction night. We're telling you about myths and superstitions and all of that. Next, we're going straight to the Upper West region. I'm talking about a myth regarding the baobab tree, the good old baobab tree. Tonight, clothed by Puffy Gabs in Tema. Please put your hands together. Welcome, Mali.
Yele minemi wana tenzi katibeba lana wa. Aminemi wana tiye tibanga. Zina imbuan yel konilea menena wa. Imbuan Puri Dr. Ian Jader, Honorable Abusdere,
Na Popa, Paramount Chief of Wa. Mbwempure is a Barkayaga Zanina chance to no. This is still a competition, and you all have a say in it. I would like to urge you all to continue to vote Mali by dialing the short code *713*19# or download the GMB 2020 app on Google Play Store or Apple Store to keep me in the competition. Malolo Nizabarakayagaza. Thank you.
Amazing artwork, right? I told you, when you visit the Ulo community in the Drapa Municipal of the Upper West region, you would find amazing things. And today, I can't let you all leave this beautiful town without visiting the baobab tree. This baobab tree is what held the people high in esteem. They worship this tree because it plays a vital role in their culture. Special indeed is a special word for this tree. It is believed that this baobab tree back in the days of our ancestors was created by a great man called Bayo. But how it came about, Bayo was so powerful. He was blessed with powers of the gods. He fought for people, even though he wasn't a warrior, and they saw him as a peaceful man. He stood for what was right. But a man of such powers just owed one wife. Reasons best known to him he didn't know. But one day, the lion in him rose and he was so fierce. When a king of a different land that has 7 wives insulted him, called him a bachelor of how could such a man with powers have one wife? Bayo rose with fierce, so angry, his blood boiled within him. How could that happen? He raised his Karachi power and said, I was going to challenge this man. And then he went. The battle was so fearful. The ground shook. Heavy rain. And Bayo conquered him. But upon conquering him, Bayo wanted to leave a mark. And did you know what he did? He cut off the manhood of the man. And from that manhood, it is believed that this baobab tree grew up from. Even though this is a myth, but it carries a lot of relevance to the society. I want to ask my dear audience a question. Would you be happy to die by the fruit of a baobab tree? I can't hear the answer. Very good. It is believed that if you're a stranger with evil intentions and you walk into the town and the fruit of the baobab tree falls on your head, you are dead. Just like that on the spot. And it's also believed that this tree serves as a protection to the people of the town. And it said that if you have any ailment within you or childbirth, kindly just go pluck the fruit, eat it, and your problems are solved. These are stories. It's a myth. I wasn't there. You weren't there. But it has been told to our Indomie generation as I am telling you. So I'll encourage you all to tell these stories to our upcoming generations to come. Sometimes you need to instill a little fear in us for us to do what we want. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the myth surrounding the baobab tree of Ulo in the Drapa Municipal of the Upper West region. Malolo Nizabarakayagaza.
Okay, that's Mali there. And I'd like to say special thanks to the Ghana Dance Ensemble at the National Theatre. They've been putting together the performances, shaping them and helping them with their ideas. They decide what they want to do, but they help them to creatively put that out. And I think they deserve a round of applause. Please put your hands together for our own Ghana Dance Ensemble. And they're available for all your functions, parties, weddings. They can perform there. They can dance for you. They can act for you. Just engage them and you will never be disappointed. Until now, Fazra.
Johnny, I was hoping that you will actually call me for this because tonight I'm quite impressed with Mali's performance. I think tonight you brought your A game. You know, they say that it's not how you start, but it's how you finish. And you have to leave a lasting impression. I think that everybody likes a good story. And especially now that, you know, most of us, like I said at the beginning, some of us didn't even grow up here. Some of the cultures and taboos and superstitions that we all have, which we need to respect, we don't know. But you were a great narrator. Tonight, I saw a totally different Mali. And I congratulate you for your stage presence, your content, your performance, and your delivery. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done to Mali and her beautiful hair by Abiba Locks. Abiba Locks is here. Abiba, one more time. Let's see you. Abiba looks in Osu. She's hiding inside a black. Thank you very much indeed. Let's wrap up from the Upper East region, shall we not? And she's coming up to talk about a subject which interests me pretty well, because I've been wondering why many years after we sign on to many charters across the world, we still have a Ministry for Gender, Children and Social Protection that doesn't have a disability-friendly office. And sometimes you go to the ministry and those who are in wheelchairs or have crutches will have to be struggling to get themselves up. I felt that it was damn too embarrassing, but it began with day, as they always say. But this contestant comes up to talk about a superstition regarding children living with disability. And Melike Garments put together her clothes for tonight. Let's welcome Talata.
Taboos has made a lot of people, but taboos has unmade a lot of people. The President and members of the Upper East Regional House of Chiefs, all members of Parliament from the Upper East Region, Our Lady of Mercy Catholic Church, Community 1, St. Peter's Catholic Church, Thelma Newtown, Our Lady of Mercy Senior High School Old Student, Koforidua Technical University, and all Cherry supporters. I am so thankful for your vote. This is another Sunday to educate the entire Ghanaian population about the taboos in my region. To keep me in this competition, kindly vote Talata by dialing the short code *713*19#, or you can download the GMB 2020 app from Google Play Store or App Store to vote massively for me, because I need your vote to keep sailing in this competition. Thank you all, and God bless you all. Nayeni kaka sonte ya wabi, mpoya zozo.
The church is evil. Lex. What? Please.
I beg you, please don't tell anyone about this.
Don't touch me.
I beg you, my husband, do something about this. I beg you, in the name of God, I'm begging you, my husband, I'm begging you, do something about this, my husband, my husband, I'm begging you, my husband, please don't give my son to him. I'm begging you. In the name of God, I'm begging you. Don't give my son to him. I'm begging you. My husband, I'm begging you, my husband. My husband, I'm begging you. I'm begging you. Please don't give my son to him. Please don't give my son to him. Please. Please don't give my son. I don't know why we are filled with superstitious beliefs. I don't know why. Innocent children are being killed because they believed when they come with disability, they are spirit children. Meanwhile, these kids are future leaders. These kids can do something for us. But we choose to sacrifice them to gods because we believe in superstitious beliefs that we do not even know the ones who brought these beliefs. These children can become doctors, they can become lawyers, but we sacrifice them. A clear example is Enonam Louisa, a disabled with no hands, yet she has become a teacher. She has done things in her society. She has impacted. We can also talk about Pastor Nick, the most important person right now, who is one of the richest men in Ghana, with no hands and no legs, provided his parents have sacrificed him to the gods. Do you think he would have impacted in his society? I believe that each and every child deserves the opportunity to thrive. Why don't we give these children the opportunity to live and impact in our society? Because their disability doesn't make them evil. Why don't we do away with superstitious beliefs that is doing us more harm than evil and embrace the ones that will bring development and progress into our society? Let's stand for our disabled children and do away with superstitious beliefs that is doing us harm. Thank you, Mpoya Zozo.
Thank you very much. There are children living with disability, but they are not disabled. I must emphasize that. That's Linda.
Yes, Talata, thank you for your presentation, and I'm glad you are the last person. It's a good point to leave with, for it to remain on the minds of people. Differently able people are also human. And as a country, we spiritualize everything. Somebody goes to work, they are lazy, they are fired from the job, and it's the auntie who caused that. Somebody gives birth, maybe due to whatever reason the child is handicapped. It is the auntie or the grandmother who caused that. So it has affected everything. And in this country, nobody dies. We are always killed, especially if you have money and you have a wife. It's definitely your wife who killed you, but it's a good point you have raised, and I hope that it will remain on the minds of our people that handicapped people are also human. They have abilities. They can also contribute to society. Thank you. Well done.
Thank you. Talata, were you crying? She's actually crying. This must be dear to you.
This is actually a project I would love to embark on after here because it's been on my heart. So
I see.
much, yeah.
Wow, you are crying. Don't cry. We are wearing the same thing. Did it occur to you?
No.
Yeah, it just occurred to you. Thank
Yeah.
you very much.
Thank
Vote for
you.
Talata. Keep her in the contest and make sure that you're pushing her to victory. Tonight is a victory night, and I can't re-emphasize what Aunt Linda said more, that in this country we spiritualize everything, and once the discussion comes up, no matter how intellectual it is, once spirituality and religiosity comes in there, common sense flies out. Once it enters, it flies out. And I think we need to check it again. But let's say a very quick happy birthday to one of our outstanding cameramen on this very project, Mr. Charles Addy. We call him Party is here. Put your hands together. He's in the studio. It's his birthday today, and we'd like to celebrate our own. Yes, Party, thank you. Anita, Party should be trending on Twitter at this point. If it's not, we'll have to vet the process one more time.
Well, I agree, but let's get into the comments. And this one says, I like Adjoa's performance tonight. Hashtag GMB 2020. And Chelsea Ghana says, Frames all your wishes, Asa of Bono East, all the best. And Chief Ford Larry says, Abuna Ahafubiye, we day your back. Fosia, great and enjoying your performance. Piao, and that is coming from Osari Berima, the Grandpa 1GH. Niboy says, that was a very educative performance from Na. This one from 1xBetkin says, delivery and fluent rating. Abna Echa Na will update as we move on. Trinity 1 says, we are on it. Na GMB 2020. Bold and beautiful. Na all the way. I love you, girl. MC Cyrus says, I've been observing this for a while. Michelle is always judging Na, and I don't know why. I really want to know why. But maybe it just happens. But this one says, bring back the Kole Lagoon, and Johnny has started that hashtag, and Team Na is supporting the movement. Okay, so let's take one more and then we get into the next four this evening. This one says, Abna is so beautiful and intelligent. Hashtag GMB 2020, ready, set, go. He's on there looking good as always. But last week, it was fireworks on this particular stage. We turned this whole auditorium upside down. And if my audience are ready, let me hear some noise. Are you ready? Are you ready? And so he goes like this. Nothing I get. Nothing I get. Nothing. But ladies and gentlemen, if you're ready, let's give it up for Familia.
Hey, come on, if you love where you want some money. My baby make it never like me, Miss Reva. You go see Sabi Holy. Maybe I will die. I'm a man so time. But if I see the kind of love I get for you there for the time you. Cause if I see say somebody there, baby I go cry oh. Come on. Or if I hear say somebody there, baby I go die oh. You just say nobody there, nobody there, nobody there. Come on, me see nobody there, nobody there, nobody there. She said I be baby. And so she never go to play me down forever. We go day. Then she'll be alone day. She said I be baby. And so she never go to play me down forever. We go day. Then she'll be alone day. You sure say nobody there, nobody there. Me no one cry. Nobody there, nobody there, nobody there. So if I see say somebody there, baby I will die oh. Or if I hear say somebody there, baby I will die oh. When I love you, baby that's alright. Or don't see me blow no fuck. Be my wife, be then you, we, but we go kill the eyes. I just see my body when I look into your eyes. And when I love you, baby that's alright. Or don't see me blow no fuck. Be my wife, be then you, we, but we go kill the light. I just see my body when I look into your eyes. You sure say nobody there. Yeah, cause I would say we are more than. If it's from here, Charlie, go concert for the one just steady. Come on, yeah. You tell man them say you better than me. Trust no one and you back it a dream fee. If I dey go high, be God no be it. Small sound make you never overspeed. So when you be hard and they wish you well. I feel when you be hard and they wish you well. Me I no go bother, I'm used to them. I'm a day student. Oh come on, stand for my city now. Best see my son for my city now. You say I dey rush me my city now. Who see me the shame my city now. Oh come on, stand for my city now. Best see my son for my city now. I do like I know here but my city now. Me huni now, share my city now. Feel no be a bad mind like I dey with you. Cause I know they also what we going through. It's who I am, come and say I done. Come on, and I don't get it to the power. Oh, be my star, my friend, will be you. Oh, be my star, my friend, will be you. Empire, me banner, oh, be indeed, we all deserve. Empire, me banner, oh, be indeed, cause we all deserve. If you for me, one of them continue. If you for me, Charlie, hey, come on. If you give me benzo, I never give me long life. For me, they will pay me a day night. If you say them, I don't say one day we go die. But don't be too late. It's who I make out, you know I'm a big talk. And one of them is to show you that I'm a high and what am I slow? What am I shopping for? It's your day. If I'm paying, I'm a come on, yo. Obituary na doso, father my boss you, Kebeya, you ready, cause I'm for so, me shut up, me trust to, officer Shirioso, or Sike Otia Pra, then I say what show so now, me shall say, na me did draw, me, me bomb me home day to day, who be the bien, yes, where the money day, na Sunday, chop bar, me the money play, party bay, my Joe guy, no, you me type, me dog, rosa, papa cry, no, you me size, Gucci in the ice, grapes water life, Ogian come and say, move back, come and swap fight, see, tell me what you want money, no fee answer, me fool. Wanna be big stomach cancer, was spreading me move, I did die. All this money and I can't buy life. Come back, I don't have to do you wanna shop me for oh yeah, Miss Rara. I don't talk down no more. Hey, I'm right here. Yeah, come on. Yeah, I just say, I'm a penant here. Jet, I'm a mini bee. Yeah, I just say, I'm a pepper. CK, I'm a mini bee. Yeah, And I may pass a many numbers, pass a man, and I'm a giddy. See the via me will grow me or down. Hustle now, what's a man crown? Yeah, here I do. I am in crabby and a free fear. I am in crabby and a free fear. I am drunk and I said, here I am in crabby and a free fear. Yeah, me so. Ni besi bi am so. Se me ra wa me to no. Ni besi bi am so. Yeah, me so. Ni besi bi am so. Se me ra wa me to no. Ni besi bi am so. Na say na me dia me just you. Say na me dia me just you. Eti na me me. You when you just last year ko ye. Papa Namie, you will get a last year, Melufie. I can't say my son, Sacro, and Massa. Minia one day, Maroba. I come in the assessor. Yeah, here I am in crabby and a free fear. Papa, I am in crabby and a free fear. I have dropped me, and I said, here I am in crabby and a free fear. Yeah, me so. Ni besi bi am so. Se me ra wa me to no. Ni besi bi am so. Yeah, me so. Ni besi bi am so. Se me ra wa me to no. Ni besi bi am so. Yeah. It be for me a chale. It be for me a chale. Chale we are more than I. Obi sa for you that point. I want to me boy, I'm buying tea and strawberry. I'm a farm. What I say, oh, buy a damn far, who will be kind? It's one of the real. Mommy, I'm buying an echo. Man, yeah, yeah, and in it. We be the sweet boys, we never give up. We never. Unimabisa, 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 this a drama. 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 Yeah, we break silence. And we hate violence. When a boy say, yeah, we pass violence. But with me, you go shun violence. I hate, yeah, we break silence. And we hate violence. When a boy say, yeah, we pass violence. But with me, you go shun violence. When I'm here, when him there, hear me. Come on. Yeah, boy, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. Ache, me de George to be home busha. Man de yo mama be busha. Fise me kana me ba busha. O se pe o de un ala de busha. E me ti asa bane. E na so pa pe me to enjoy. That to the big pa me so moda. If you be born by say be ma me wo boy. Na me to me sisa. Na me wa. Na me wa. Me to me sisa. Na me wa. Na me wa. Me to me sisa. Na me wa. Nay, me one. Between the sun, nay, me one. I am really sick, as a booba. Fair for grandma, and my bed, the enemy. You be just take from for the now. You really come post to him. Step off this thing to me coming in. So I beg you, Father. If you ever need your wall, see, I know you can use your power. But just say if you want your mala. Come on. Come to me, Pama. Nay, me one. Miss me, Pama. Nay, me one. Nay, me one way. And I'm a Pama. Nay, me one. I take the one year. I was saying, if I'm here, Charlie. I'm more than nothing I guess. Nothing I guess. Nothing I guess. Come on. Prima niente se me, mi sorella non fa in Italia se me. Menyera yosu bia so shame. Onye ni papa sika for to tell me. Yesu libio. Now so plenty they envy you. Kaka me wa blog over me libio. Yeah, we destiny to me. Am I really libio? Come on, I'm in issue. Am I really libio? 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 Nothing I get. Me yes, you can't really go to that's a message me ba. And my did make it sound so my body forgets. Me my car beat in Nicolo. Say what you who colo. You be like what? As a baby you would have soon and I go. Oh, amen. Pass the every day now. And my attention. Who you get to give me some you, Mr. K. Come on. Oh, amen. Pass the every day now. And my attention. Am I ready to review? Nothing I get. Now me issue. Nothing I get. Once am I ready to review? Nothing I get. Now me issue. Nothing I get. Am I ready to review? Now me issue. Am I ready to review? Nothing I get. Nothing I get. I want to do that seminar de opana. Usuma is a painting me way as and then was the cover and say opana. And package get me dama. Nothing I get. No, nothing. You know me get nothing I get. No, nothing. You know me get. If you are my step, my birthday. Nothing I get. Must I forget? I take a one go. Because the B say you go do this way. People go see say you day. You for shine them eye yo. That be the life then they believe in today. Nothing we get to be jaja oh. Nothing I get by the shada basa with the scatter with a kata. I make you ask for me. You go show you the you know be today we start going net. What do more be a brave? I take a one day. The kind of life we they live where they make them confused, but nothing we get to. Give me favor, must I forget to. From them we go. Nothing I get. Now me issue. Nothing I get. Am I winning review? Nothing I get. Come on, now me issue. Nothing I get. Am I winning review? Now me issue. Am I winning review? Now me issue. If you come here, Charlie.
Show for me some love. Bless. Do with me, familia. That's what it is. And happy birthday one more time to our very, very enthusiastic cameraman, Mr. Charles Adi. We call him Party. Is here. A round of applause for him. Let's wish him well. Maybe we can do a quick birthday song for him. Ready, go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Party. Happy birthday to you. Thank you. Okay, this is the moment of truth. Ladies, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you sure? You're not smiling. Smile. Are you ready?
Girls are not smiling.
Yeah, they are ready. They are ready. Okay, so what do we do?
We'll make this as snappy and painless as possible. But before we get into the evictions, let's find out from our judges who the most creative performer is and also our star performer for tonight. And then we wrap up with the evictions. Auntie Linda, Ajitana, Michelle, are we ready to go?
Well, yes, we are. It's never easy to get to this point because clearly we've seen them grow throughout the process. But this is a competition, and you've gotten to the point where some of you have to go. But in terms of the performance for tonight, we've made our decision on the best performer or the star performer for this evening. And I'll leave it to Auntie Lydia to announce that.
Okay.
So
first, let's do Miss Creative or Miss Innovative, and then we can move on to star performer.
All right, so Michelle. So what? Most innovative?
That's right.
All right, we're giving it to Abena.
Abena is the most innovative, a very first performer. She is the judge who says we cannot come into a court if we are not behaving. And Upper Foods will give her some package right there. Can we have the package on stage quickly? That's Purple bringing it on with Mama Cash so we can do it. Purple Violet. Congratulations to you. Okay, please take it backstage. All right, step back for us. Back to your base.
And so now we move on to our star performer for tonight.
Okay, so I'd like to also make a point about the scoring of these ladies, and to all our viewers and all supporters from the various regions. It's important that you support your contestants, because without your votes, these girls will not be able to sustain their presence throughout the competition. So in terms of our most creative performer for this evening, I believe we're all in consensus, and it's Ofusua.
Ofusua! The Eastern regions. Ofusua, are you shocked?
Super shocked.
You are super shocked, but you were on stage rolling about. Okay, she's the star performer for this week. And just so to run by you, whatever you get on the stage is a combination of your votes and what the judges put together as their score based on the performance of the ladies. Okay, Anita, so now you become the guardian angel. Save and
Exactly.
save.
I have to save some people, and so when you hear your name, for sure you can go backstage.
For sure goes
and also
backstage.
Abna, you can go backstage.
Abena goes backstage. Okay, let me step here. Get out of the
This
picture.
is tough, honestly, but I'll do it really quick. Now go backstage.
Now goes backstage.
Mali go backstage.
Mali goes backstage. Step forward.
Susu go backstage.
Susu go backstage. Okay, please step forward. Let's rearrange nicely so we can see you. All right. Okay.
Oh, so you all like that? Okay, then let me come here so I see you.
Yeah.
Talata, go backstage.
Talata goes backstage.
Kafui, go backstage.
Kafui goes backstage.
Echa, go backstage.
Echa goes backstage. We have Ajua, Asa, Abiba, Efriye, and Efia. Ladies, tell me something, Sasabosam. You don't know what to say. You don't want to say anything.
I'm nervous.
You are nervous. Sorry. It's part of the game. Hello, Markonfo.
Hello.
Abandon.
Boko.
Abako Ananko.
Monko.
Monko. Okay, Abiba. You were here last week at this very point. What do you feel?
I feel okay.
Are you sure this is not the voice that you used to say all the things? The Mole National Park. This is not the voice. Are you sure you're okay?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Asa? I saying.
Boko.
Obeko Anaongo.
It's in God's hands, so He will decide.
The beer no body ashenya me. Ajwa. Na green lipstick here. Are you staying? Are you going?
The Bible said you would do one of Becca and a be no pray. It's meeting painting.
Okay. Efriye, step forward. Step forward, step forward, right to the center. Abiba, step forward. If you step forward, no, you can go on to the other end. So you flank, yes. Let's stay right in the middle. Should those in front go back or those behind go back? Say again. Those in front or those behind? Those behind should go backstage. And those in front should stay here. Okay. Please go backstage. Those behind. Thank you. 2 of our ladies here will go home, and that's based on your votes and what the judges decided based on their performance for tonight. Anita?
And so now, judges, we're throwing it back to you. I know this is tough, very, but our bottom 3 for this week, we have Efriye, Central Region's very own. We have Abiba, who is here for the 3rd consecutive time. And then we have Efia as well. And so, Auntie Linda, we're saving 1, and then 2 people are going home tonight.
So we are saving my oh my.
Efriye is safe. So what did you Aboko Ananko?
Monko.
Still Anko backstage.
Miracle.
Well, ladies, this is where it ends for you on the show, but life continues after the show. What would you say?
I'm
grateful for this opportunity. It has been a learning process for me.
What are we to expect from you going forward?
A lot more. Yes. My project is geared towards mental health awareness and emotional health awareness. Usually when someone is sick, we're always thinking about the physical. We're not looking at what's going on within the person. So yes, that's what I want to do.
And you, Abiba?
Okay, I believe this is where God has brought me this far. I really appreciate God and to my supporters. And also, as I'm going home, I'm going to embark on my project, that's to empower women in my region.
Okay, please put your hands together for our ladies. I think they fought so well. Thank you to our judges. What will be the tax for next week, by the way? Do we know? What are we expecting next week? Okay, let's say thank you to Grandpa Clothing tonight for my outfit. 027-114-9399. Again, 027-114-9399. Thank you very much for watching. Anita, Ajua.
Of course, a big thank you to Ajua Yabwa Clothing located inside West Legon. She's on Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. It is Ajua Yabwa Clothing. And also to Saddle Beauty for my hair. She's located inside Adabraka. She is on social media as well, so contact her for all your hair needs. And big thank you to Abiba Locks as well for taking care of our ladies, their hair needs for tonight. But that is it.
That's it. Good night, good night, good night. Thank you very much for coming. And ladies, I wish you all the best. My name is Johnny Hughes.
And my name is Anita Ekiekufu.
See you tomorrow on TV.
DJ JD. I should get so